Alrighty then, it's Sunday morning and we're going on another little adventure this morning. This time around I've got a friend of mine who's an older lady that I've known quite a while. It's actually one of Phil's relatives that she bought a car for me. I think it was in 2009, so about nearly 6 years ago, about 5.5 years ago now, and she bought it real cheap. It's a 90, I think it's a 92 Nissan Stanza, and so she's had this car this whole time and been driving it, and she's kind of disabled and she's on a fixed income, so she doesn't drive a lot, but I think she's put about 60,000 miles on it. And for a while she was calling me, randomly, not very often, when something minor would need looked at on the car, and in the past year or so I hadn't heard from her. So I was talking to Phil, and he said that car had went down about 4 or 5 months ago. She never did tell me. So anyway, I got in touch with her and volunteered to go down and look at it this morning and see what's going on with it. It's she said it's got a real bad water leak. You put water in and it comes out almost as quick as you put it in. So Lyle the smoker, I'll tell you what, as late as they stay up and as much as they drink over there, I'm shocked that they can get up and function this early in the morning. Good for them, though. And I know some people say, you should not worry about what your neighbors do so much. Not worried about it. They're just my neighbors. Are right out there where I can hear and see them. What else am I going to do? So anyway, we're going to ride down there and take a look at this thing and see if we can get it back in action for her. This car is the car we're going to look at is affectionately known as Uncle Fumi. One of my many nicknames for cars, because it got that name because when one of my other friends about my age bought it to use as a work car years ago, they had some injectors that were leaking a little bit, so it always smelled like gas, so we nicknamed it Uncle Fumi. So we got all that fixed, so that's good to go. She's probably not going to want to be on camera, so you might hear her in the background, but I'll just keep the camera on the car and what I'm doing. So let's get this one started up. Got another smoker here. Unfortunately, I can't get away from it. But it's good for the neighbors, though. Let's see. Here you go. See that? The neighbors love that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, we're ready to go. Oh, Lyle's leaving. Oh, yeah. Smog it up. That's hilarious, man. Mr. C next door, the old man next door, he said, one day he said, yeah, I think you got an oil leak. I can smell oil burning. He said, maybe you've got a couple drips or something. I think man, it's got more than a couple drips. Oh, but you know what's funny though is that goes away when it warms up. That pretty much goes away. The only time I ever see it smoke after the engine's warm is when I come down that big hill from Arab, coming down into Huntsville. It'll pick up speed even my foot off the gas, because I guess it doesn't have a lot of compression left, and so it will really go downhill pretty good clip. And at the bottom, then when I need to step on the gas again, I just step on the gas and put a cloud out like that, and then it's gone. So this poor engine's hashed in this car. It runs good, but it's just some somebody mistreated it, probably ran it hot a few times and stuff, so it is what it is. Still gets about 31 miles per gallon. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Still gets about 31 miles per gallon. That's the fan motor down there. Squeak, 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 squeak. Shut up! See? Mostly. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off and drive. So see you there, guys. We'll check out that windshield. There's a crack all the way across it. A couple of cracks over there. Just love how the sunlight reflects off those cracks. So far, I've not been hassled about the windshield being busted on this thing. I've passed several cops and haven't got any trouble with it yet, and my luck may change as soon as I say that. So far, nothing. You guys up north, man, this thing will never pass inspection up north. It's got that windshield, it's got a check engine light on. I don't think the catalytic converter works on anymore, so I wouldn't be able to get away with all this crap up north. Only down here in the redneck south. See you guys. You know, down here, people tend to put things out beside the road to get rid of. Probably do that all over the country, I assume. But two things that people put out down here that nobody ever touch, will ever pick up except in the trash can. And that is a used toilet or a used mattress. I mean, I can understand, you know, if you were desperate probably, and there's just no other way for you to afford a mattress, you know, you might consider it if it wasn't in too bad a shape. But otherwise, you know, that's just one of those things, no telling what's been on that mattress. Anything that can happen in the bed can happen to that mattress. No thanks. Toilet, I don't know how people wear a toilet out anyway, but I've seen, in the last week, I've seen probably 6 or 7 different used commodes outside the street out there. The only exception would be if it was one of those antique commodes that's unusual color, and those are kind of, you know, they got some value in those, believe it or not, but they do. Otherwise, no mattresses, no box springs. No toilets. Alright guys, we're going to make a little detour here and see if you recognize where we're at here in a little bit. We'll make a return down here. Sorry for the camera jiggling a little bit. This dashboard's not that level. The whole car jiggling. Turn shortly. I'll help you sit over that windshield wiper. Pretty day today. It's going to be about 60. Temperature's going back up. We had a couple of cold snaps overnight. Not too bad. Not familiar yet? neighborhood. Doesn't even look like it's changed a bit. Well, they took that big pine tree down. It was in front of the house finally. That needed to happen probably. Oh, they took all the trees down. There's my old house. Man, they hacked all the trees down. Fenced the yard in. Gee. I don't think I would call that an improvement. Oh well, it's not my house anymore. I think he had to put a roof on that house and put a central unit in it. God, are they still even living there? Yeah. Not the most high class place here. But anyway, so they had to do all that shortly after he bought it, and I knew that. That's why I moved out, because I wanted the money. I didn't have the money to sink in the maintenance. Alright, you remember the Hyundai test drive video after the axles? We'll do a recreation of that a little bit here. Maybe if I can. Okay guys, this is Uncle Fumi. It's a 92 Stanza. And checking out for a water leak. And I think I see already what's going on. I'm here looking. And I said it was pouring out. Oh, wait a minute. Done something with the zoom there. What happened? Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, we're looking at the end of the engine there, and you see right there, that's right under the water pump, and I see, I don't know if the camera will show it, but I see where it looks like there's been water leaking out. So she's going to get some water and we're going to put in there and see if it leaks out of there, because I don't see a hose blown. This car had a head gasket put on it 50, 60, 70,000 miles ago. And the only thing else I see is it's got a loose power steering line and it needs a valve. What was that? Alright. It needs a valve cover gasket real bad. So we'll fix that, I guess, if she wants to. Water pump shouldn't be too hard to do because it's right. I think that is it right there. That's the pulley to it right in. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you go. Right there, that's the water pump. Oh boy, it sure has been leaking some fluid under here. Oh shit. I don't know. I have to say this thing doesn't have a clamp on it, but that's. Let me clean this engine up too. She's taking good care of this car, not so much physically, but whew. Okay, well, we'll get some water in it and see what happens. Okay, well, we got Uncle Fumi jumped off and warming up a little bit. We put water in it and got some smoke signals going here. It really badly has to have a valve gasket. But anyway, let's carefully jump under here if we can. We're letting the battery charge. Sure enough, back in here. And even with the nothing here, but facing the sun here. Isn't that a movie? Facing the sun? Facing the sun. Anyway, you can see that. See that there at the bottom of the water pump? It's got moisture. It's bad. That's even with the radiator cap off. So no pressure on it. So if it's leaking that bad with no pressure on it, it's bad. Plus, I heard it. When she started up, I heard it go shoo, 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 shoo. So, okay, guys, we'll get with the owner and see what she wants to do about fixing it, and we'll pick back up on this probably another day. See ya.